That's why when they go on stage, they play the track and they sing over it. They're not trying to sing live. I don't know about sing over track. I can't do lip sync and I can't sing when a track playing. It confuses me. I have to punch real raw.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I said in hip hop, some of these prices, people spending $400 on a ticket. And then you go there and the guy played the CD quality of the song and then he ad-libbed his own song and he not even giving, he don't even say, look, I'll give you a good verse. He don't even give you half of it. And I said, this is like a karaoke.
I don't understand. Yeah, it's like karaoke, but I guess that's the way they can perform. So they perform how they can perform, but I did not learn it that way. When I was watching Ninja Man, it was a live performance, live vocal, on the spot in real time. Shabba Rankin, Tiger, the great Lieutenant Stitchie, Papa San, all those men, they used to sing live. So I came from the old school where people sang this song live. I don't know what they're doing now. I can't do what they're doing. And if that's how they do it, but that don't bring no vibes. And that's why they can't record it. They can't perform in a band. That's why you see everybody choose tracks, because they don't want to sing live.
What, I always hear this in dancehall about being able to perform with a band. Why they don't do it in hip hop a lot? They rarely do it. They really, you get a DJ and they just play the track.
Yeah.
What's so special about having a band, and what type of level of talent that takes?
Well, the track is like a concrete surface. It's set. It can't be nothing, and the band is like grass. It can bounce and it can swerve and it can do all type of thing on the grass. The concrete is one dead surface.
Yeah.
The live music enriches the sound of the music, and the live band can do different thing, create other mix from the set mix that this track was released with. So, for instance, when I'm performing my songs, I don't perform it with a mix that it released with. The bands create a live mix that's different from exactly what you know. So when you hear the song, there's some difference.
Yeah.
The mix is different. Where the bass never came, you get the bass now, and where the certain percussion never play, or the keyboards or the strings, the band is live. And for instance, if I drop beat, go one beat short, the band brace and catch me back. The track, you can't do nothing with it. If I go half time, you gotta pull up. You gotta stop the vibe. The band is like surgeon around you. Anything happen to you, they can fix it instant. And then the track is like a band-aid. You only can put a band-aid on it. You're not doing nothing. You're just covering the cut.
Yeah.
So the band is a surgeon. And the tracks are band-aid for me.
Picture this. The lights drop. The stage glows red. The crowd roars before a single note is played. Suddenly, bam, the drummer cracks the snare, the bass rumbles through your chest, and the lead singer walks out like a king. A full band, real instruments, vocals raw and alive. Every chord hits different because it's being played right there, in the moment. You feel it in your bones. That's a concert. Now picture this. You're in a packed club, the air thick with sweat, smoke, and anticipation. A single DJ, head down, headphones tilted, loads up the next banger. The beat drops. The crowd loses their minds. Hands in the air, waistlines moving like clockwork. No band, no backup, just vibes and one USB stick. And somehow, it's enough to change your life. So which experience wins? The raw soul of a live performance, where every note is felt and flaws make it real. Or the slick, never miss energy of a DJ, blending hit after hit like a sonic surgeon? Let's break down the costs, the crowd energy, the tech, and the truths about both. Which one's worth your ticket money? So before you press play on that next event, subscribe, smash that like button, and comment below. Are you team band or team DJ? Because tonight, we're pulling the curtain back on the real cost of entertainment. Let's get into it. The live band. There's nothing like the raw energy of a live band, right? You hear the brass section swell, the drummer mash up the snare, the lead singer sweating bullets just to hit that note like the studio version. But hey, at least it's real. You feel it in your chest. You feel like part of something bigger. History is on your side too. From steel pan bands in Trinidad to reggae rhythms in Jamaica, the Caribbean was built on live music shaking the street to its bones. But here's the thing. You ever paid for a live band lately? Some of these bands charging like they come with a mortgage. You wanted a birthday party, not a small jazz festival. And sometimes, let's be real, some of these bands show up and the only thing live is the price. The mic feeding back, the keyboardist drunk, and the lead singer sounding like they gargled gravel before the show. The DJ. Now enter the DJ. A modern-day magician. A one-man party. Pull up the tune, drop the bass, rewind the rhythm, boom. A good DJ can turn a dead crowd into a mosh pit with just one click. You want dance hall, soca, Afro beats, chutney, old school calypso? He got all of that on a pen drive. DJs are faster, cheaper, and let's be honest, sometimes better at reading a crowd than a 10-piece band. And if you grew up like me, you know, the best street parties back in the day, just a DJ, 2 big speakers, and vibes. Nobody cared about live music. We cared about who busts in a wine in the corner. The cost factor. Let's not pretend cost matters. Hiring a full band equals you charging people $300 at the door and still praying you break even. Hiring a DJ equals you might still charge $50. And people feel like they're getting a deal and a workout. Not to mention the fans' cost. A full band show these days costs a kidney and half a gas tank. For what? A 45-minute set and an off-key chorus? So what's better? It really depends on what vibe you want. Live band brings nostalgia, soul, and prestige, but at a price. DJ brings energy, versatility, and pure stamina. One gets you goosebumps, the other gets you soaked in sweat by 10 p.m. One plays music, the other becomes the party. Let's ask the real question. Do we care more about the experience or the look? Because nowadays, if you don't have a live band, some people watching you sideways like your event not serious. But some of those same people will wind down low once the DJ drop, tempted to touch. So here's what I want to know from you. Live band or DJ? Which one gives you real value for money? Would you pay more for a band? Even if the DJ would have shell it down for less? Drop a comment below and let me know what really moves your waistline. And before you go, subscribe and share this with that one friend who insists live music just hits different, but still dancing in front of the speaker all night when the DJ on set.